defined by that. And we as coaches will never do that. I think as fans, that's going to be hard to overcome because that moment was so long awaited and so many people associate that game with that play. But just as big as that play is Jalen Carter blocking a field goal. I mean, there's huge plays within that game. Stetson Bennett's bouncing back. But it says a lot about Keedy that he doesn't want that to define him. He wants to continue to work, and I'll give Keedy this. He's worked really hard this year to improve. It's so hard for people to see improvement because all they see is that play. They don't see the grassroots work ethic he's had to get better this season.
Kirby, I know composure is one of y'all's DNA traits, but this whole idea of sorry about that. I'll try it again. The composure is one of y'all's DNA traits, but the idea of a composure card and pulling that out when you need it, where did that come from? Is that new for this year, or we just heard about it more this year? Where did that sort of originate?
It's a little new. The application of that statement is kind of new. I mean, we've always had composure as one of our 4 DNA traits. I think it's critical to be successful in all sports to have composure. But we talked about muscles, and kids understand muscles because they train them and they lift. So that liking it to a muscle, and I'm going to redeem my card, I think that started more with me thinking about my kids and Chick-fil-A and the way you take your chicken sandwich card and then you get a chicken sandwich. I mean, so I want to physically remove the card and use it when I need it. And we've had several kids do that within a game. It just shows you that what you're saying is having an effect. Like, listen, nothing more than that. It's not a real card. It's an intangible thing.
How much more different do you feel like this team is from a composure standpoint maybe than last year, just in the fact that y'all have had a lot more, closer games, times you've struggled, things like that?
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, they're just a different group. It's nothing to do with composure. The composure similarities are there, but it's just a very different team altogether.
Coach, when you have time to really get intricate with the film and watch a team, has something surprised you about TCU that you didn't know about before?
Yeah, I've watched some games just casually on TCU and seen some things. I had not really watched their defense until we drew them as an opponent. And I probably watched their defense a lot, and just the way they key and diagnose and strike is really elite. You can tell they're really well coached. You can tell they're very tough. You can tell they're very talented. And their coaching staff deserves a lot of credit for the way with which they play.
Coach, when you're watching a team, the secondary is really the primary in this era of football with the balls being thrown so much. So what have you seen from their secondary?
Playmakers. I mean, they had 2 pick sixes last week. I mean, they harass. They have a lot of depth in their defense. They get hands-on balls. They cover down and strike people. They have people around the ball a lot, ball hawks.
Thank you.